chilblains. Right, this is a little bit off of topic for rovers and what have you and all that sort of gear, but I'm creating myself some native Boosh here. So I've already done my part of the edging and put some weed mat down. I'm going to have all bark on here and all native New Zealand plants. This here is going to be, I'm going to whack it all down. Now I'm going to put bricks down on there, make a brick path and a brick base for that old seat to sit on over there, so the old man can sit there in amongst all the plants. And then, there's some of my native Boosh. I think I'm going to need quite a bit more, to be fair. But over this area I'm going to build a waterfall. Now, I was cleaning up with my mate's digger in my yard out by here, scraping all the shit off and getting rid of weeds. And then right over there, where is it? By my trailer, right there, there's a big load of old reinforcing which was all like just grown into the weeds and grass. So I pulled it out with the digger. Now what I thought, if I cut it all into strips, I can use that to make a frame for me waterfall, like a water feature, which will be like concrete, over mesh and whatever. So that's my plan for part of today. So I'm going to go and get my angle grinder, chop that into bits, bring it to the shed and see if I can do some damage with that in it. So here is my raw materials, just bits of reinforcing mesh. Now I ain't got a plan really, I've just got a plan in the head of what I'm going to do. It's going to be big, I suppose, well, about probably 3 metres longish, something like that. What I'm going to do is just going to make this look organic-ish, and then going to scrunch chicken wire on top of it and lift it outside. Well, actually I'll probably get it outside then put the chicken wire on, because otherwise I'll damage it, because I'll probably take it out with my mate's digger, because it'll probably be pretty heavy and lumpy. And I can just sit it down on top of that weed mat and have all the pipes and bits and bobs already sort of where they got to be. And over there is me pump. So this old pump over here, it's an old bleeding thing there, but it works. I put a plug on it and it actually goes, so pretty pleased about that. So I'm pretty much going to make some guards up for that and a cover just to go over the motor, because I want to see it when you're out there, because it looks cool. And yeah, I might just put it on a timer, so when you hit the time you get 2 hours of water trickling and all the nice stuff and whatever. That's the plan anyway. So I suppose the first thing to do is do the backy bit. So all I'm going to do is just pull a bend in here, nice and rough as guts. Like that. So I use that as 1/2 or 2 halves. I've got that one over there. I think I'll do it in 2 halves to make it more organical. But pull some bends in like that. And that sort of be the back. And then we can whack some more bends in like that. And I like that, it's like curves off, so I'll sort of continue that across, and I'll probably cut and bend these down because it's going to drop. So that'll be a pool at the top. This end, that'll be where the water comes out. It might be a bit higher than that, and then it'll sort of drop down and drop down to a sump at the bottom. So, yes, as I say, it's probably going to be quite long. So I'm just going to weld another piece on the end of here, extend that down, and weld some more bits on here and bend it over. Got loads of scraps on it, cut it. It's all shit that I was going to throw in a skip, so yeah, it's not cost anything apart from when I bought that, which was a few years ago now. So let's get on with that and weld some bits on. Right, so I'm just going to whack some tacks on the back of this to make that one long bit. Then we'll start bending it around and forming it around, cutting and shaping it till we get some sort of natural looking thing. Use your imagination, it will be natural. I can't find your bleeding gloves, can I? So how am I going to keep your hands looking pretty? Anyway. Right, mouldy grips, just shut it down, mouldy grips. bolts on there, I suppose. Hold it together. I've still got the 0.6 wire on here, but that'd be alright, just turn it up a bit. Let's give it some beans. See what that does. Not a lot. Same here. At the bottom. It's quite dirty, this metal, so it's been out of oven for a very long time. So started. Could use a grinder, but where's the bone there? Right, now we've got one lump joined together. Now I'll start this around. I'm going to build this back half up a bit, I think, a little bit. Then gently have it sort of trickling down. So I might get another piece from over there and just form it across the top there with a little pool in it. Let's get that. I might need a new disc on my dangly angle grinder. Spectacles. Right, so that bit, I'm going to try and bend it to leave a little bit of a pool in it somehow, so go like that, so we bend up a bit. A little bit of a bend in here. Like that. Want quite a large little divot in, I should imagine. And then they go the other way. It's not got to be perfect because nature ain't, is it? Something like that, but a bit more even. I guess that's got to go down a bit more. Turn it around that way and bend these so they're rolled up there. So let's put a bit of these buggers and a bit by hand. Yes, you can. Using the power of the thumb units. I like that, so that'll go there like that, so I'll just clamp that on there and weld that little fucker on. say, just making up as we go along. No plans. Plans of people who don't know what they're doing, isn't it? I think. I'll give that a bit more of a tickle up in a minute, bend it around, but maybe manipulate it with that hammer. There. Very good. Pull that down a bit tighter than that. Let's get it there. I'll give it a knockabout of an hammer in a minute, but as I say, it's not going to be perfect. Marvellous. Very nice. Wish I could find my gloves, it's bleeding hot, isn't it? Yeah, I'm definitely going to whack that down this side in a minute and then get some more across, try and straighten that bendy bit out there because it's got to fit flat on the floor sort of thing, but I'm sure that we can manipulate it right there with the mould inside. Oh, I can't hold that. Gotcha. But it's going to mesh on it as well anyway, so I can knock all the sharpie bits in, get the mesh when I go to the shoppies in a while later on. But we've got the start of it, just definitely going to shape this down and I want to bring that down further. I can do a lot of that with the extra chicken wire, so I can bring it up, make it tall, put the nozzle sort of in there. Anyway, I shall crack on and get a bit more done and then come back. In it. So we're getting somewhere now. I've got a bit of shape to that top bit there. For the pull at the top, and then I've started to fold the sides down and bring it round so it's going to curve round. Another pull, so probably 1, 2, 3, and then the final pull. So 3 pulls on that toppy bit, and then the main sumpy pull at the bottom. So I should crack on with this. To say it ain't got to look perfect in a minute because I'm going to put chicken wire on it, and then dress it with that, and I can make it more look like a rock. I'm going to fold the other side down as well, just so as it keeps that profile in there, and hopefully we should have a nice little rock port to put in me native Boosh. Right, so there we go. So far we've got our structure. It's all just tacked together. Pretty pretty rustic shape, which is cool. And it's not that heavy, so it'll do even better. So I might go and get myself some chicken wire and some pipe fittings and get them sort of wired up inside the frame and stick it out where they've got to go. And then then I can dress this chicken wire around it, scrunch it up so as when I plaster it or render it or whatever I do, it don't fall through. And then I'll take it outside, get it on the ground where it's going to make some pegs up out some of these offcuts and just whack them in. It's bent the end over, and then I can get to sort of pin it down, and then yeah, I can start concreting it. But that won't be today. I'll just get the chicken wire done today. I've got some plants to plant. I've got some flaxes that my mate brought over yesterday, so I'm going to get them in the ground before they die, and start setting the garden out as well. But I'll show you that when we go outside. So I just built the Bunnings warehouse, and I've got some chicken wire, which is going to go over the top of this. And then while I was there, I thought I'd get some. I'm going to concrete over the top of this. That's the kettle, by the way, isn't it? But because I'm going to concrete over the top of this, or cement, render, plaster, whatever you're going to call it. And with the chicken wire, it might fall through, so I bought some weed mats. So what I'm going to do is just going to wrap weed mat on it and cable tie it on. Then I'll go on top with chicken wire, and that way it should stop it going through. Then I'm just going to scrunch the chicken wire, get a bit of shape into it where I need it. Get the pipe working. I've got this low pressure alpha feed pipe, which is going to go up through the back and into there. And I've got a, where is it? Yeah, it's a hose pipe not a hose pipe, sorry, a watering can in. I just took the thing out of it. I bought two of them. One of them, I'm going to just drill the holes a little bit bigger, where the water would normally come out from, and use it as a sort of a filter to draw the water in. So that'll go in the sump, which is one of them clam shells I've just got, which is like a kid's sandpit or whatever. So I'm going to dig that into the ground with one of these in as well, and seal it all up. The inlet, and this will be the outlet as well, to turn it up the other way, so I walk around and spray it up, and I'm just going to go up in here somewhere, like that, and yeah, hopefully I'll be able to disguise it with mesh and all that sort of malarkey and all. I'll just cable tie it up inside, ready to come out, so that's the plan anyway, Steve. So I'm going to carry on, and I'm going to chuck the pipe on the inside first, and then put some weed mat on it. I might sweep up as well, because it's bloody net sanding. So I'll do it that way. So get rid of all this shit. And have a cup of tea. So my tea's brewing. Now we're just going to cable tie this bit of alcohol thing to the back here. Yeah, I just have to make sure that this sticks through. This is quite thin wall pipe, so I don't really want to squish it too much, but get a couple around here. Hopefully I've left it long enough to get through the concrete and all that shit. I'll put it through like that, I suppose. That's good. I'm just going to tie this so it's not going to kink, hopefully. So a nice gentle bend like that. Then I'll put my weed mat on. So it's just cheap, so that's why I'm using it. It's cheap, cheerful, and it'll do the job. In there. And this hopefully will just stick out down the bottom and off to the pump. But anyway, that's the plan. That's what's spinning. There you go. And I'll cable tie the weed mat up as well, I suppose, but that looks alright. And I'll bring something over the top of there so you can't see the water. So, weed back next then. going to try and pull this down so we get out that pull, and then that's where the spout is. We'll have to cut a little one there. Probably up here. Somewhere. Pull all this down as much as I can. Make sure I get a little area for the old gather in the top, and then when I do the chicken wire I'll make a little kind of waterfally bit there. But it's pretty good. These cable ties go through this neck pretty easy, so I'll, it's like sewing for boys. I suppose you could use wire or stuff depending on what you've got, but I've got loads of these kicking around, so this is what I am using. I'll get it with the net on as well. Once I put the chicken wire on, I'll be able to see where the cable ties are. I'll be able to cable tie that up as well. Make that a bit easier. But that looks good so far. Once I do that, I'll do that with the other one. I'll carry that on down for a thing, and it goes around the corner like that. So we'll give it a thing around there. Get this and a bit of that. Find that bit in there, pull that back to there like that. So all this is going to do is stop the, when I concrete, it's just going to stop the concrete just disappearing, because that would be a pain in the ass. Any wee matter what left over, I'm going to chuck out there. Finish off where I've got patches on my native Boosh. Boosh, you know. We're getting a bit of shape now, which is cool. Pretty much up over there, so there you go. Pull this in here. So ultimately I want to end up with the main pull at the top, a little bit of an edge on it, so we'll kind of pull up in there and then trickle over. And another one there, same thing here. Water can pull up, trickle over, and then down to there, and then down into the sumpy bit. That's the plan anyway, just stand. You might change this blade, it's a bit winky, so it's not doing what it says on the tin, I think. Might have confused a little bit. Yeah, okay. Right. Let's cut that straight across there. That's more like it. There's more painting for us. Anyway, I'll carry on tying this on and I'll come back in a minute. Right, that don't look much, but that is now all wrapped in that cloth. Looks like carbon fibre. Anyway, now I can get the mesh on there, the old chicken wire, and get some more shape in it, and that'll hold all that down as well. And I can cut it outside pretty much, lay it out where it's going to go, and find out where the sump's going to go and sink that into the ground. And then I just have to wait till I concrete it, but we're getting there. That's the rough idea. It looks like a pork chop, doesn't it? Pork chop shape. So I'll get the mesh out next and we'll chuck some of that on there. So this stuff's a real prick, it's a bit springy. I'll run out of cable ties, so I'm going to have to use wire, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it around the outside of it. See if I get it and bend it all over and scrunch it. So I'll just roll it all the way around the outside first. Hopefully we've got enough. I've got another little roll. I think there's 25 metres on this roll. Should be loads. That will be plenty of scrunchy for the top. You know what I mean? I'm probably going to tuck this underneath and bend it around the frame underneath. Absolute oodles and doodles of it. So I'll just trim this off here. That's going to leave me enough to make shapes and stuff on the waterfalls, and make it into little pools and whatever. Just get all this together. Quick to cut, probably better with scissors, I suppose. And this is to give the concrete, cement, whatever it bloody is, to something to stick to, I suppose. There. We used it right now. I'll try and twist this together here somehow. Like that. And it's sharp. Very, very sharp. See, I think it's scrunch shape into it, which is great. I like that, don't I? Which is good. Right, let's fold that underneath. So cable ties would have been ideal homes for this, but use them all up. Okay. What I'll do is I'll get this attached and I'll show you it after I've scrunched it about a little bit. How's that sound? Well, we're getting there. I'll just show you a little trick. I'll zoom right in up to where I'm going to do it. Where am I going to do it? Up here somewhere, just to put the two bits of wire together. So about there somewhere. What you use is a nail. I learned this when I did my shed actually. You put the nail through the two bits of mesh like that, and then you twist it. Just keep twisting it. poke it back through and then it twists all the mesh together and it won't come undone. Like that. See? It's very, very good, very easy. So I'll do it all the way up here just to put these two bits together. That's stitched it together. And then pull that out. One more time up here, I suppose. That's good. I should have got myself some bloody concrete pre-mixed stuff and locked a bit up and started it, but I haven't so tough. Anyway, that, I'm going to twist it together there. I'll do that a few more places down here, then I can use some more mesh and just start to get some form into it. I'll do it here as well at the back where it's touching. So it is sewing for blokes, pretty much. This. I would advise wearing gloves because it's sharp as. You end up with holes everywhere, like on it. In my skin mainly. You know. Let's start to look something there. Anyway, I'll get some more mesh on these edges to bring it up like that, so the water don't fall out. And we get a better form with concrete anyway, but you get the rough idea, innit? Hopefully you could see that. If you can't, then so pretty much that's what we've ended up with is me pork chop all covered in chicken wire. So now I'm going to cut it outside, chuck it where it's going to go, suss out where the paul's going to go, and dig the hole for the paul, I suppose. And then I could pipe that bit up as well, drill the holes in the watering can nozzle for the inlet. But yeah, and then I shall buy some bags of concrete, like pre-mixed stuff, mix it up nice and wet and just do it over the top, and then once it's on there I can start building a bit of shape into it, and then afterwards I'll do it with mortar mix and try to make it look like yeah, natural sort of rock. But yeah, it's getting there, isn't it? Getting there. Right out here, but here it is in place, and there's my clamshell. I'm just going to put some paint around there, get the outline so as I can dig that into the ground. And I'll start pinning this down there. Right, so I've just dug the hole for that, and that was an absolute prick of a job. Anyway, done it. Now I'm going to put the water inlet into that. That's going to sit flush with the ground. I might even glue some plastic around the side of it just to bring it up a little bit, I don't know. Give it a bit more depth, because my the bark I'm putting is going to be probably 4 inches deep, so yeah, I want that sort of full as I can with water. But anyway, that is looking good now. So I shall now find a drill, find some hole saws, and pop the hole through the side for the inlet, and get that made up and get a bit of pipe on, just so I can get it in the ground, put some water in it. I might put some of our weed mat in there just so it don't look, you know, ridiculously blue. And then I'm going to put stones on top, you know, pea shingle and pebbles, just to make it a little pool. So it should have loads of water in it, obviously still, but yeah, it doesn't need to be full up. So that's the plan, Stan. So I'm going to find a drill and get that put in. Right, so I found the right size hole saw. Now I'm just going to wedge that through this side. And I want my pickup to face down if possible, but I'll just get as low as I can. So about there we go. Very gently because it's a bit So the plan is to sort of glue and wedge this in. So I've got these two fittings here. These two buggers, the male and the female. I'll have the female on the inside and I'll put silicone around that. And then the male on the outside, I guess. And I might have to make a washer so it's all clamp. So I'll go and find what to do that with. And then we can get that bastard on. And all snurted up with a bit of gump in it. Well, so I've just drilled my rose thing, whatever you call it, off of the hose pipe with a 2.5mm drill bit. So now it should have good water flow through it. Now all I've got to do is make all that fit in there and goop all this up, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, so I've just made my washer, just a bit of conduit I've used, just slips over there. Hopefully this should pull it all the way on, because it's a bit tight. And then by the time them two bits are put together with a clamshell, a bit of sealant on there, that should be lovely jubbly. So yeah, that and that now. My washer's all the way down to the bottom. Now I'll get some sealant and put on there a bit of PTFE. I've got some goop somewhere, I'll have to find that, chuck that on there, and then some Sikaflex around the join on the clamshell, and that should hopefully hold it all in place. So there's my inlet. That's probably going to go either like that or like that, I don't know. Probably like that, it'll stop anything settling on top of here, won't it? But that'll just sit on the bottom like that, and then I'll get this all gooped in now. So I'll just bring you over here, and there we go. There's our pickup in place. Obviously that'll go down to the ground a little bit like the bottom, and I'll put some gravel underneath it. Just got to dig a little trench where the inlet comes in, and I'll change that to black alkathene once I get some. But I'm going to go and throw it in a hole, and then that'll be it. So we're back on the waterfall before it rains, hopefully. So I've got some assistance from Nelly. It's filled up with water because it rained anyway, it don't matter. So we're just putting some sand and cement on the sides on a chicken wire, give it a bit of strength. Doesn't matter what it looks like at the minute, because we will make it look like rock after. Hopefully it will get all covered in moss and stuff, but we're just putting a few bags of mortar mix on it is what it is. I want to get all the way around, and that'll make it rigid, because I mean it wobbles a little bit. It's got a lot of weight on it with the bags of concrete and whatever I put in on the top to make the poles. Now we can get the poles so they're going to hold a bit of water and trickle down, make a bit of noise. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. We're going to get this all one coat all the way around, hopefully. And then tomorrow I might give it another coat and then make it look like rock. I might try it with bags and stuff, using bags, like dustbin bags or something to flatten it, I don't know. See what it comes out like. Anyway, that's so far. So I've just lined that little pool with some chicken wire. I've just dumped 2 bags of fastcrete in there, because it's a bit delicate, that pool. It's like very, very thin, and it probably wouldn't last long. So whack a bit of concrete in there and it'll look better as well, won't it? I'm just going to smooth that around and build up the sides, because this all around here is going to be gravel, be like a little wetland sort of thing. So I don't know what grows in here. I've got to ask the experts and whatever. But yeah, that'll be gravel, and then it'll go to bark everywhere else. I'll probably put a fern in there, in that joint there, that hole in a bit of wood there, look cool. and more ferns around here, and then that'll get covered in moss and be lovely. Right, I've just concrete and plastered, or whatever you bloody call it, that bit. Obviously I'm going to fill it with stones and stuff so it won't look like a round hole. And now I'm going to fuck around and continue up here, get these sides done. Weather's looking a bit shitty, but hopefully the rain stains away, otherwise just wash it all off, won't it? Never mind, we'll crack on and hope for the best. Right, so there's quite a few bags gone in here of water mix. Anyway, it's all done all the way around there. And I've built up the little kind of pools a little bit, so hopefully it should go and then drop down, and after it's had one more coat we could make it look like rock or something. But yeah, sort of getting there, and they'll be filled up with stones or something as well, and we'll see how it works, but it should be alright. I better pick up all this crap because I'm just doing a bit of rendering on here, so I've been going over it with sand and cement, and then I've got a sponge in a bag. That comes in a bag, so I've just left it in it, and then I've just been going over it like that and trying to get any marks out. Now it's gone off a bit better. Just takes any trail marks out. And that looks a bit like a bit of old rock, isn't it? Not going to be too fussy because I want it to look like that, don't I? But there you go. I'm not doing right the way in there because there's no point. It's going to be full up with stones and stuff. So just get the edges, and then it'll be full of pebbles. But anyway, I'll crack on. Pretty much 2/3 of the way around now. Starting to look like something now, which is cool. Scrappy and wriggly. Just got to mix up another load, and then what I'll do is, I'll let it go off, clean it out, and then go and get some bags of gravel probably next week. Then we can give it a kick in the guts, see what it's like. Right, that is that. That's all covered all the way around. All around the sandy bit, all the watery falls. That'll dry tomorrow. Give it a clean out, get rid of all the little bits of sand and cement that are kicking around there, and fill it up with stones. All this area there, I'll whack a load of stones around there, put some plants in there. Then all I've got to do now is this path here. I've got to clean a load of bricks that I've got, and I'll put the bricks on here to make it look like a little kind of patio thing for the seat to go on. And then I'll get about approximately a shit ton of bark to cover all this weed mat, and then I can finish off down there once I've finished coming in and out with a wheelbarrow. And we'll get some plants in here, let it start growing. Or some more plants, should I say, because I've got 3 already. I've done 3. So because I'm really impatient, I've already put stones in it and given it a bash. I had to tune it a little bit. I had too many stones in the bottom, so it was just washing out. But I've just adjusted them a little bit, and now it's going good. I might even take some stones out the top up there and move them down to around there, make it even nicer. But yeah, other than that, it's going well. Look at that, very tranquil. By the time that's all full up and there's all stones around there, you won't even see the pool. Hopefully that's the plan, Stan. And then next mission is to wire this thing up properly so it's all waterproof and make a cover for it. But yeah, I'm very happy indeed, isn't it? You can hear how tranquil that sounds. I've got to put more stones around there, as I keep talking about all the bloody time apparently. But look at that. And I've started doing some planting. I've got green fingers, or brown anyway. But these are all natives. Grass stuff, little bush thing, tree thing, another tree thing, flax, bucket. I didn't plant that, that's just there. Another little bushy thing. Put some ferns in that timber there, looks cool. Bit of grass in the front, another fern over the back there. Another little native grassy bit. Another little tree there, I think it's called a kowhai. And there's another tree at the back, at the bench there. And I've just put some mint and some, I think it's ground cover rosemary stuff. So when you walk up to the bench, you'll kind of, the smell will kick up. And hopefully once I'm going to cover that with bark, that path, so you won't see it and it'll blend in, hopefully. Another ferny bit there. Another kowhai tree and another bushy thing. And many more. Just going to keep planting out and see what it looks like, but I don't want to overdo it because I think the trees need 1.5 or 2 metres between them or something, and some of these bushes get quite bushy apparently. Anyway, I'll see what it comes out like, but that was from some shitty old reinforcing, bit of chicken wire and some weed mat and a few bags of concrete and a few hours of my time. And no plans, as I said before, so just built out of my head. So you can probably do something like that yourself if you've got a room, eh? So there you go.